brought to you by WikiVidi.com. 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix was a Formula One motor race that was held on the 25th of June 2017 at the Baku City Circuit in Baku, Azerbaijan. The race was the 8th round of the 2017 season, and was the maiden running of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix as a round of the Formula One World Championship. It was the second time that a race was held at the circuit, and the second time that a Grand Prix was held in Azerbaijan. Ferrari driver Sebastian Vettel entered the round with a 12-point lead over Mercedes Lewis Hamilton in the World Drivers' Championship, while Mercedes led Ferrari by 8 points in the World Constructors Championship. Lewis Hamilton started the race from pole. Red Bull Racing's Daniel Ricciardo recovered from a crash in qualifying to claim his fifth career victory ahead of the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas, while Lance Stroll became the first Canadian to stand on the podium since Jacques Villeneuve at the 2001 German Grand Prix, and the second youngest driver ever to finish on the podium. Free practice. Red Bull's Max Verstappen went fastest in first practice, setting a time of 1.44 to 410. He was followed by his teammate Daniel Ricciardo and the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel in second and third. In second practice, the Red Bull of Max Verstappen was fastest, followed by Bottas and Ricciardo. Saturday's third and final practice was topped by Bottas, with Kimi Räikkönen second and Hamilton third. Bottas set the quickest time of all three practices with a 1.42.742. Qualifying. Jolyon Palmer failed to set a lap time in Q1 due to a fire during practice 3. In Q3, Lewis Hamilton secured pole position with a 1 to 40,593.0434 seconds quicker than teammate Bottas in second, and 1,100 seconds quicker than Räikkönen in third. Lance Stroll out-qualified teammate Felipe Massa for the first time in the season. Daniel Ricciardo hit the wall and started in 10th. Race. Hamilton started in front, followed by Bottas, Räikkönen and Vettel. Daniel Kvyat went wide at turn 1. As he was returning to the track, his teammate Carlos Sainz Jr. spun off to avoid a collision. In corner 3 of the first lap, both Finnish drivers collided, causing a puncture in Bottas' front right tire. Vettel took advantage to seize the second place. Bottas was forced to stop in the pits, falling one lap behind the leaders. Ricciardo pitted in lap 6 to clean off debris from his brakes. He rejoined in 17th place. His teammate Verstappen had to retire due to an issue with his engine on lap 12. Hamilton led Vettel until the first safety car was deployed on lap 13. to remove the stranded Toro Rosso of Daniel Kvyat. This safety car period allowed Bottas to unlap himself. On lap 17, racing resumed, but another safety car was deployed almost immediately to clear more debris off the track. During both safety car periods, Hamilton repeatedly complained that the safety car was moving too slowly. Vettel collided with Hamilton twice under the second safety car, first when he ran into the back of Hamilton, and second when he drove alongside Hamilton to protest what he believed was Hamilton's brake testing him, and swerved into the side of Hamilton's car. Vettel was later handed a 10-second stop-and-go penalty for dangerous driving as a result of these incidents. The first collision damaged Vettel's front wing and Hamilton's rear diffuser. Racing resumed on lap 20, but shortly after the restart, the Force Indias of Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez collided and left debris on the track. The collision gave Ocon a puncture and dropped him to the back of the field. Perez lost his front wing and suffered a bend to a front left wishbone, which forced him to retire after making his way to the pit lane. Raikkonen, who was following two Force Indias closely, got a puncture as a result of debris from the crash, and after the broken tire caused damage to the floor of his car as well as his rear wing, he too was pushed to his garage to retire. A third safety car was then deployed almost immediately, and the race was red flagged on lap 22 so that marshals could clear the debris. During the red flag period, which lasted over 20 minutes, teams worked on their cars. Force India replaced Ocon's tires and Ferrari replaced Vettel's front wing. Mercedes worked on Hamilton's rear diffuser. Other drivers got out of their cars and talked to their engineers and team principals. The previously retired cars of Raikkonen and Perez were also being worked on by their teams in their garages. Both drivers managed to continue the race at the restart, one lap down on everyone else. After the track was cleared of debris, the race was restarted behind the safety car. Hamilton led at the restart from Vettel, Massa, Stroll, and Ricciardo. Ricciardo passed both Williams cars at turn 1 and settled into third place. Hülkenberg collided with the wall on lap 25 and was forced to retire from 6th place. On the next lap, Felipe Massa retired due to a broken suspension damper. On lap 29, the headrest on Hamilton's car got loose. He initially tried to fix it himself by pushing it back into its position, but on lap 31 he was forced by race control to pit for safety reasons. 2 laps later, on lap 33, Vettel served his 10-second stop-and-go penalty, rejoining the track in 7th place just ahead of Hamilton. Now Ricciardo was leading, ahead of Stroll, Kevin Magnussen and Ocon. The group of faster drivers consisting of Bottas, Vettel, and Hamilton started chasing the leaders, overtaking Magnussen, Ocon and Fernando Alonso, who complained that he could have won the race. Raikkonen and Perez were both given drive-through penalties since, during the red flag period, their cars were being worked in the garages instead of the pit lane. Both drivers eventually retired from the race. In the lead, Bottas, Vettel, and Hamilton were catching up to Stroll, who was running second. Hamilton asked his team if Bottas would help him overtake Vettel, but the team refused, since Bottas was still trying to catch up to Stroll. The Saubers of Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein briefly collided as they were fighting for 10th place, but both drivers managed to continue without major damage. At the checkered flag, Ricciardo finished first, taking Red Bull's first victory in the 2017 season. Bottas managed to pass Stroll on the start-finish straight at the end of the last lap, getting second place by mere 105 seconds. Stroll picked up his maiden podium finish in third. Vettel finished in fourth, Hamilton in fifth, Ocon in sixth, Magnussen in seventh, Sainz in 8th, Alonso in 9th, and Wehrlein in 10th. In all, 9 different constructors scored points in this race. As a result of the race, Vettel increased his lead over Hamilton in the World Drivers' Championship to 14 points, while Mercedes increased the lead over Ferrari in the World Constructors' Championship to 24 points. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.